The Busby family has finally shared the update fans have been waiting for about the future of OutDaughtered, the TLC series that made Adam and Danielle Busby and their quintuplet daughters a household name. Season 10 wrapped in June 2024, and ever since then, loyal viewers have been anxiously refreshing their feeds, hoping to hear whether another season was on the horizon. Now, after more than a year of silence, the couple has broken their silence in the most Busby way possible, through a Q&A with their fans. Well, Adam and Danielle have been building a new space for their voices with their podcast, More Than Reality, which has quickly become their platform for sharing unfiltered glimpses into family life, faith, and the behind-the-scenes world that television only ever hinted at. When they opened up their podcast's Instagram for questions, it was no surprise that fans overwhelmingly asked about the show. One fan went straight to the point. Will there be another season of OutDaughtered? Adam didn't dodge the question. His reply was simple. Maybe, but currently not filming or on the schedule to film. It wasn't the concrete confirmation that fans were desperate for, but it wasn't a firm no either. For longtime followers of the Busbys, that slim margin of possibility was enough to spark hope. After all, this isn't the first time the family has taken a break. Between seasons 8 and 9, there was a nearly 2-year gap before cameras rolled again. History alone suggests that absence doesn't always mean an ending. Still, not all fans are optimistic. On Reddit and across social media, critics resurfaced familiar complaints, noting how TLC often pushes families into uncomfortable levels of exposure. TLC has a habit of ruining families, or exposing them. Never ends well, one user wrote, while others expressed concern over how the spotlight has shaped the Busby quintuplets as they've grown older, observing changes in their behavior on screen and even speculating about finances. Some wondered aloud whether Adam and Danielle had set aside money for their daughters, or if reality television had ultimately cost them more than it gave. Yet through the swirl of skepticism and support, the truth remains that fans are deeply invested in the Busby story. They long for another season, not just for the lighthearted chaos of raising 6 daughters, but because this family has become a touchstone for so many who find comfort in their resilience and honesty. While Adam and Danielle admitted there are no cameras rolling right now, they also emphasized that their family's story isn't confined to TLC. Their podcast has become a way to stay connected, and though they've made it clear that their daughters won't be appearing on it until they're older, updates on school, sports, and daily life still reach the fans that has cheered them on for nearly a decade. In the meantime, Danielle has continued to share raw and deeply moving reflections with her fans. One recent Instagram post struck a particularly emotional chord when she revisited her early days as a mother in the NICU, a season of life that continues to shape the way she parents today. Alongside a photo of her wrist wrapped in bead bracelets and a watch face showing her 6 daughters, she poured out a message filled with faith and gratitude. She recalled those fragile days when her quintuplets fought for each breath and she herself had no choice but to let go of control, sit beside their incubators, and pray. The NICU, she explained, taught her to celebrate every small victory, to cling fiercely to faith, and to believe that every breath, whether her daughter's or her own, was filled with purpose. Of course, many thanked her for daring to be so honest about a time that is often isolating and terrifying. One mother, currently sitting in a NICU with her own preemie, wrote that Danielle's post had appeared in her feed at the exact moment she needed encouragement, easing the weight of guilt and overwhelm she was carrying. Another even reminded Danielle of how inspiring her journey continues to be, noting the grace with which she has handled both the spotlight and the struggles behind it.